Minister, we have 4 days from the commencement of the truce to stop the resumption of the massacre and slaughter that Israel has told us they are going to resume as soon as that truce expires. So the question to you is, what are you going to do, or is the international community going to do, to prevent the resumption of the massacre and slaughter that Netanyahu and his ministers and his military commanders have said they are going to resume against the people of Gaza? That has already cost the lives of 14,000 people, 6,000 children, and has led to the ethnic cleansing of 1.7 million people. What are you going to do about it? Because we have 4 days. Now, the point I've made to you, and you still haven't come back on it, and we've had no response from the government, is that under the Genocide Convention, you have an obligation to do everything to prevent it, not to punish it. You keep going on about the ICC. That's about holding them accountable for crimes committed. The Genocide Convention requires states, obligates states, to take all measures to prevent the commission of genocide if they reasonably believe a genocide may take place, or if there is incitement towards genocide. And then we have the Deputy Speaker of the Israeli Parliament says, burn Gaza. This week he said it, burn Gaza. We are being too humane. Netanyahu described the Gazans as Amalek. This is a reference to the Hebrew Bible and the Israelites' slaughter, injunction to slaughter men, women, children and animals. All of them. Right? It's a biblical reference, and everybody in Israel knows what it means. This is, we have Gallant saying, you're human animals. They have said, we will bring you only destruction. We had Ben Giver on television this week saying, we shouldn't give the Gazans water, and I want all of the Gazans to get lice. To get lice. I mean, this is sick. We have TV presenters in Israel on national television saying we are going to destroy you all. We're going to come after Lebanon. We are going to come after anybody who even shows sympathy with the Palestinians in the West. Right? So there is a multitude of evidence from the Israeli military and government saying they are going to commit genocide, and we have evidence of genocide, and we have all of the genocide experts, academics, the UN Commission, the UN Special Rapporteur, all saying what we're looking at is an intention to commit genocide. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to act as you were required to do everything to deter it? I'll just read what the ICJ said on this. A state's obligation to prevent and the corresponding duty to act arise in the instant that the state learns of, or should normally have learned of, the existence of a serious risk that genocide will be committed. From that moment onwards, if the state has available to it means likely to have a deterrent effect on those suspected of preparing genocide or reasonably suspected of harbouring intent to commit genocide, it is under a duty to make such use of these means as the circumstance permit.
Thank you.
You have a requirement. What are you going to do? Otherwise you are guilty of allowing the most obscene crime possible, genocide, take place.
Thank you, Deputy.